Okay, it's a Messy Monday part 2 for the afternoon. And I have Little Dave from the Shy in Texas with me. And he came on here with me too to help me with these patients that we have. Dave, what's up?
Not much, just ready to give my opinion on some things. Let's get it rolling.
Let's get into it. We got some new patients. Now, everybody has been talking about Andrew Gillum.
Mhm.
Now, Andrew was caught in a compromising position, which we all know. What you think about Andrew?
Um, I found that story kind of interesting. I really didn't know much about it until I researched in the past couple of days. But well, first of all, so the apology that he gave, clearly he had somebody to help him with that. Cause you gonna tell me that all you was doing was drinking, and that room was loaded with pills and methamphetamines. So no, you're not gonna tell me you was just drinking, baby. You was definitely. I'm really believing, and just how raw can we get on here?
Raw as fuck. Andrew was.
Oh,
All right, go ahead.
okay, so I was told that when it comes to the whole meth thing, they do these things called a booty bump, where they take the meth and put it in their booty, and it makes them real horny like right away, and it make them be able to take big penises. So I'm assuming because you was butt naked laid on the ground like that, that you was doing something like that. Something sexual was going on. And the fact that the dude came to the door with nothing on, let me know he was good and high. Baby, he came for the police with nothing on. So he wasn't even done. But so Funky Dineva taught me you never tear nobody down without extending a hand to lift them back up. I will give him. I watched a few videos of his speeches. He seems really educated. Um, from what he was saying, he seemed like he would have been a great candidate for the running or whatever. But and to be honest, well, I guess since he has a drinking problem, maybe he wouldn't be the best or whatever. But I could see where if once he comes out of rehab, gets himself together, maybe he could try again. Because I mean, just because you decide you want to let's just keep it real. Most of these people that are up here on these platforms in politics and stuff like that, they doing the same thing. He just got caught.
He,
It's unfortunate he got caught assed and dicked out, but I mean, he just got caught. That's it. It is what it is.
let me go into life coach mode on Drew. Um, I feel like a lot of people have good PR people. He
Mm.
never addressed the fact about you was caught in a hotel with a male escort that was a nurse, and another man had the hotel in his room, an older gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a good PR person comes in, have you admit a problem, clean it up, and the public is accepting. You say, I made a mistake. Drew first mistake was stop getting with these trick ass white boys. Now, if you about that life, you could have got with a black boy. He would have smoked some weed with you. He wouldn't have did no meth. He would have smoked some weed, hit some poppers, like old school poppers, relax your muscles and take the dick like a champ. I don't think he has an alcohol problem. Him and his wife don't look like a couple like that. They look like they have an arrangement. And for some reason, I'm attracted to Andrew. He's giving me like freaky, nasty pass out sex. And that's fine.
I ain't attracted to nobody that the whole world has seen their ass and dick. But anyway, um,
I like
as
those.
far as you saying like the white boys and the black boys wouldn't have done that, when the last time you been to Atlanta? Hell, Dallas.
I mean, yeah, they do it here. But
Meth
okay,
is the drug of the century right now.
was
Huh?
a black boy, an older boy, his age, a man, should I say, wouldn't have thrown him under the bus like that. That's why you got to be careful who you
I'm
fucking.
not gonna say that because you got to think he had a title, and the gays are messy, especially when they think they could get 15 minutes of fame. That's how they ended up on these reality shows and stuff because they got 15 minutes, and all of a sudden their name just blew up. So no, and then to come to the door naked like that, oh, that would have been perfect. Like they would have been on. Love and Hip Hop next week. So yeah, I could see a black person doing it. I'm not gonna blame that only on the white people. Mm-mm.
Well, he didn't come to the door naked. The other man came. He was in
That's
the
what I'm
bathroom.
saying. If the black people had been on there, they probably would have done some shit like that too. Because you think about the people. Um, what's the drag queen looking one with the makeup on that gave the story when somebody was fighting outside or something like that, and all of a sudden he went viral. Then you got the girl where the what was her name? The one that was it was a fire, and she talking about she ran for her life, Jesus, and all of that. Like, yeah, I mean, we just do stupid shit for
That's
clout.
a woman. That's not
Huh?
a. That's a real
But
woman.
it falls under the same category. We do stupid shit for clout. So like I could see them doing, and then they was high too, so they had nothing to lose. So I could have seen them doing it. I mean, that's just me. It is what it is.
I'm writing Drew a prescription to keep letting his PR person guide him. Drew needs to mess with somebody that's in his age bracket like us. You get somebody that got something going for themselves that like to be free like you, and you keep it pushing. You smoke a little weed, you hit a little poppers. That's it. Poppers is over the counter, is legal. Weed, okay, that ain't a major drug like that. And you keep it moving. All this freaky white boy shit, that's what happens. Your ass throwing up. I'm writing you a prescription.
I think he just got an issue with white boys.
Gen-
But at the same time, um, if you don't make it in politics, you definitely might have, win inside of the porn industry. I mean, you were attracted, and it looked like he had a nice little piece. So, he'll make it one way or the other.
I liked his whole package. When I started looking at him and he got his beard grown in, I liked his whole aura. It just gave me nasty sex.
Mm, I mean, I could see it, but it ain't nothing that I would call home to mama about. But I could see it. I could see it.
Okay, so we're gonna get off methamphetamine Drew, and we're gonna go over to the sunken battleship. Kanye West has issued an apology to his wife, Kim Kardashian West. Kanye said, this was from, I think, his Twitter. I would like to apologize to my wife, Kim, for going public with something that was a private matter. I did not cover her like she covered me. To Kim, I want to say I know I hurt you. Please forgive me. Thank you for always being there for me.
You waiting for an opinion from me?
Uh, I'm this because mine is real short and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen the movie The Stepford Wives?
Mm-mm.
Okay, The Stepford Wives. Well, the last one that was done was with Nicole Kidman and
I heard
Matthew,
about it.
that's married to Sarah
Mm-hmm.
Jessica. Okay, it's this movie where it's a remake from the 70s where these men take their wives and they move to this town and they put these like robot bodies in them and trap their real bodies. The Kanye that we knew that said President Bush don't like black people, that Kanye is in the compound of the Kardashians. This Kanye, this this is a step for Kanye. Kanye, I
Mm-mm.
can't write him no more prescriptions. I'm done with you, Kanye.
I'm going to start by saying y'all got to stop blaming all these issues on the Kardashians. The Kardashians are nothing but a group of Armenian women that got asses, whether they went and paid for them or they were born with them. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. But with a mama that can get you to the bag faster than a roach can get across the floor, like I'm not blaming them for nothing. I personally look. I'm trying to be like them. If y'all you got to do is fuck on film, and you can get the whole family to be in billionaire status, I'm with it. These men, on the other hand, these Kardashians ain't did none of them. We just got some. They just got some ignorant ass men. And if these black men are allowing these women to take them to the point of Lamar overdosing on drugs and finna kill himself. Kanye out here talking stupid and trying to run from. If these women can do that, them some bad bitches, and those some weak men. But let me get back on topic. As far as Kanye, Kim is a damn fool if she accepts his apology. You knew what the hell you were saying when you said it. You went as far as to talk about white supremacy with this woman because for what? Like, what was your reason for that? This is your wife. Like, you walked down the aisle with this woman, so like, why now are you talking about her like that? Then you went as far as to talk about her mama. Now, let me tell you something.
Okay.
I'd have had some love for some people in my life. I'd have had people to go upside my head. I'd have had people to talk crazy to me. But one thing you're not gonna do is talk about my mom. Once you talk about her, we're done, and we're gonna find out what they ain't gonna be. Like, ain't no discussing that. Ain't no coming back from that. Like, I just think that there's no coming back from that. Now I get it where people are saying that she shouldn't leave him because he's in the middle of this breakdown or whatever. She should be trying to get him help, blah 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 blah. Put his ass inside of some type of psychiatric home and walk away. When he go through the doors, you go home and start packing. Get all your shit up out of there, put the house on the market so you can get your half of the money because we know she gonna get her money. Chris gonna make sure she gonna get her half of the money. May get 75% because Chris don't play no game. Yeah, get your money and run. Keep your kids away from this crazy bastard until they give you a certificate showing you that he has passed and he is doing better. Something is wrong with that man. But I'm
I,
gonna tell you, on one, you said what happened?
I think it's them. They destroy black. They find vulnerable, weak black men and they destroy them.
Well, from what I hear, he was controlling Kim.
How is you controlling the biggest slut in the universe? I want to write Kim a prescription. If you
Well,
and
what
Kanye
y'all? What?
work out, I'm writing you a prescription for no more black dicks. I'm tired of you, Kim.
How do y'all keep calling her a black a slut? She ain't doing no different than what we doing. She just in the public eye.
She
She didn't.
you famous for sucking the dick. Now
Most,
that's the deal. I ain't mad at her, but you famous
if they
for
put a camera in our bedroom, we'd be famous for this. I know I would be, because
and
my
that
head game is off the chain.
they just destroy black men. But I want to talk about this, which I think now I take my head off to it. If you gonna suck a dick, but stop destroying lives. But what I find most interesting about Kim, and I had to go back and look at it today, the sex tape with Ray J. I liked Ray J's delivery. I like how he put his mouth on Kim and sucked her like he was giving her ass a hysterectomy. I felt that in my soul when he and sucked down on her and her stuff. The
You
cat
feel
went.
like he was sucking you too?
I, he could have they oral transaction was magnificent. Now I didn't like the part where she was taking it and stroking it. Just put it in your mouth, Kim, because we know you can suck the hell out of it. I thought it was magnificent when I saw
Well, listen, sex, everybody does it. And like I said, she just so happened to be on camera. And at the end of the day, that was her man at the time. So you can't really look at her bad. It's probably a million people out here with sex tapes with people that they don't even know their last, hell, their first name. So again, the only reason she being looked at like that because she was somewhat of a public figure. She had a famous father. Her father was, like had an entanglement with a lot of famous people. I mean, yeah, she didn't really do nothing wrong. It really bothers me when they attack those Kardashians. Those women are successful in their own right. Like, they mama is just a wizard at getting to the bag, and she's gonna get it one way or the other if she has to have her daughter selling pussy or showing their face on the magazine or copying somebody's makeup and putting their label on it. Whatever. She getting to the bag. Why are we mad at them? We can't blame them for everything.
I respect the hustle, but I feel like they destroy black men. I respect the hustle. I respect the porno tape. Get your money, but stay away from black men. Go to some Armenian men. Go to some Mexican. Go somewhere else. Y'all have serviced more black men than Honda makes Accords, and I'm sick of it. Get your own men. Let
Well,
up. Just driving them crazy.
maybe you should talk to the black men and tell the black men to leave them alone.
I,
Because clearly that's what they like is black men. So if I was them, I wouldn't stop doing it. It's up to y'all to come. lay up with me, and you chose to, so be it. They made beautiful children.
She's a genius. I give her that. I think she's a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, Kim. You've destroyed Kanye. The little Kanye we had left, you have destroyed him. I do like how Ray J was sucking and licking on you like Pac-Man, and he like he was a pick 5 at the grocery store. So congratulations. Let's get into Tamar Braxton. Yeah. I saw, Tamar, like we all know, she allegedly committed suicide. I saw the trailer
Attempted to commit suicide.
For her show, because I was watching Marriage Boot Camp with Phaedra, and they showed a part of it. Now, this is my thing with Tamar. We know you from reality TV. You can sing. You came out with an album before Love and War. Nobody bought it. That's fine.
Love and War?
She had
an album. That one did good. Oh, before Love and War.
Yeah, she had an album before that. Nobody bought it.
Yeah.
But you can sing. I don't think older artists sell like younger artists because we're more in a digital age. Older people might not be as tech savvy.
Right.
But you are known for reality TV. You're known for being over the top. Now, when I saw the trailer, I didn't see her portrayed in a negative light. I saw her saying things about where she used to be, what she was trying to move forward with. Then I saw her meet with Mona Scott and talk about her career. And then in the end, she was saying, well, I don't want to be on camera. Get me off camera. You went to Tamar mode. And I didn't see anything where WeTV portrayed you in a negative light. I saw you being vulnerable. I saw you being open. I saw some of the old petty Tamar. But to me, if you know this is how you get your bag, more than your music bag money. If WeTV was doing you so wrong, why are you doing a show with them? You did the Braxtons, you were complaining about that. Get Kris Jenner to negotiate your damn contracts. Why would you come back to these same people and do a show with them if they doing you so wrong? And my thing is, okay, they do edit, out the show. They can't keep the whole thing they record, but they take what you give them. So if you on camera acting a damn bunny hop Mexican rabbit, ooh, that's what they gonna take. But the clip, to me, it didn't show her in a negative light. A lot of people think this attempt allegedly is for attention. When her boyfriend was on the phone with the 911 operator, most people just say, please send the ambulance. He on the phone talking to the operator like it's his damn life coach, like he's walking him through something. And it just seemed far-fetched. What you think about Tamar? Because I can't.
So I hadn't heard the 911 call, but I've heard so many people talk about it. I heard he was talking about how it's WeTV's fault and blah, 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 blah. I think that was a bit over the top. It does sound very dramatic. Sounds like it was rehearsed and so on and so forth. As far as Tamar, I think we all knew before this whole situation came up, Tamar is not in a great headspace. And because of that, I don't think that she should have been signing up to do anybody's reality TV. But I believe that Tamar is also not in the best space financially. Now, for me and you, she's in a great space. But coming from what she's used to, she's not in the best space. And what she probably needs to realize is she'll probably never be in that space again. Vincent Herbert had some money. And you ain't, right now, that ain't happening for you. So, and I guess she felt like she had met this man, and maybe between him, the man and her, she could come up with the life that Vincent, but, and it didn't work. And that's okay. Sometimes you just have to scale down, but I think that she didn't not talked about people, but she didn't down talk people so much, especially her sisters, about what she got and what they don't have, that is killing her, that she's not able to live that life anymore. Now, as far as the show, we got to remember we only saw a clip. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's to come. And we know that they will cut those shows up like hell because we've heard so many people say it. And then I do think that just like she shouldn't have signed up for the reality TV, Mona Scott Love, that bitch is something else.
Your
You
beat.
knew that girl was in a horrible headspace, and for you to sign her to that, you's a dirty, dirty bitch. When I tell you she's about a bag and don't give a damn about nothing else, and the crazy part is how she sits up and tries to play like she's their best friend.
I
Did
want
did you see that? Well, no, I'm not saying that she was wrong for it, but she was wrong for it. If like you talk about your black sisters and all of that, well, this is one of your black sisters, your black Nubian queens, as you call it. Like, no, like anybody can see that this is not something that she needs to be doing. From watching Big Brother, she was crazy as hell on there. We've been seeing all sorts of stuff on the blogs and stuff where she talking crazy, and I mean it's just too much. She shouldn't have been on there. She shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have allowed her to be on there. She shouldn't have signed up for it. It's too much. I'm anxious to see though how they actually did portray her by watching the whole show. I'm sure that they did cut it up to get ratings. That's what reality TV is all about. She should have known better. Again, I don't know how much of that I can hold her responsible for because she's not in the best headspace and she's chasing a bag. All she knows is she needs some money.
I
So
feel like they like attention though, like how Nene was saying, "Oh, I talked to Tamar, and then they do what's wrong." Like Nene made it about her. I think they like attention, but ultimately, I mean, even if they chop it up, some of that she got to take the responsibility for. Like you won
yeah,
$250,000 on Big Brother. Why are you still in a damn hotel paying when you could have took that 250, paid down on a sensible house? The money you paying to live in this hotel, you could have been paying that to a damn mortgage. So stop trying to live beyond your goddamn means. Stop trying to be fabulous. Stop being about the bullshit. Get it together. Go ride David Dick and get it together.
but that was the point that I was trying to make when I was saying about how she's trying to recreate the life that she had with Vince. See, like me and you could have took that 250. We could have paid cash for a house and would have been like thought we were sitting on top of the world. You got to think she used to coming from 10 and 15 and $20 million homes. So that 250,000 wasn't gonna buy her nothing, wasn't even gonna buy her bedroom.
Well,
She
she better
wants that life back.
what you grew up with. You grew up in a regular life, so ho, you better remember your regular
Yeah.
life.
Cause that 250 could have bought five of them houses they grew up in Baltimore. But I mean, that ain't what she going for. Then she had the 15 cars in the garage and stuff like that. She wants that life back. And who wouldn't? I would too, but
And
I think she's gonna have to humble herself.
trying to be about their life. That's why she's half crazy. Go get you a house, Tamar, that's 300, 400, some $1,000 and call it a goddamn day. Just stop.
That's gonna be hard to do because all her sisters is doing better than that. And again, she done talked so down about them. That would be like she's gonna have to humble herself, but I don't see her humbling herself that much. I don't see that. Mm-mm.
And Ayana couldn't even fix her. So I just think she's just gonna be Tamar. That's what she's gonna be. She's gonna give you Tamar.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, her show is coming on. I want to talk about Miss Megan the Stallion. She's speaking out. She says she was not protecting anyone, and people are trying to make a joke out of her being shot. She says she didn't talk about it on social media. She was being quiet, but now you're going live talking about it on social media, Megan. Now, if this man was beating your ass like a runaway slave or whatever the case is, you only got two goddamn feet. Now, if a motherfucker shoot your feet, they cannot grow back like teeth. Your feet cannot be replaced unless it's with a prosthetic. People gonna talk about you. That's what you signed up for. But don't be talking about I ain't talking about it. But then you on the live pissed off because people talking about it. To me, you got a couple of choices. You can either be quiet and it'll blow over because we'll be talking about something else because that's the way of the world. You can address it, confront it, and move on. But obviously, y'all had some kind of relationship because you ain't snitching on the nigga. You shoot me in my feet. Nigga, I need both of my feet. What if we got to go back to being like the Flintstones, picking up a goddamn car and running with it? And I can't do this shit because you done shot off both of my goddamn feet. What the fuck I'm gonna do? You
I don't. Okay, the first thing is we got to take into account how old Megan is. Megan is young, so I think we look at the fact that they have fame and expect a little bit too much out of it. Um, Common sense would tell anybody in my age bracket that if I'm on the charts the way she is, I'm a public figure, and anything I do, when I brush my teeth, it's gonna be a viral topic. But clearly she didn't get that, and she was in her feelings, and I get it. I get it. Like when you get shot, ain't nothing funny about that. And the last thing you want to see is the whole world laughing at you about it. You know what I mean? So I get it. I feel her pain there. She did kind of throw me when she was like, I wasn't talking about it, and then she came on talking about it. Like you said, just address it. Say what you got to say, but all that I wasn't talking about. I didn't get that at all. But as far as her being in her feelings about what was happening with them laughing at her and stuff like that, I get it. I wouldn't. Okay, so let's say you in a relationship, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you come home and you tell your grandmother, like, your significant other done slapped you or beat you up or whatever. Um, and then you get to the next family function, and unbeknownst to you, it's a whole topic. The whole room talking about it and cracking up laughing. Like
And
that ain't cool. That would hurt my feelings. Like, first of all, y'all my family, so I'm thinking y'all should be supporting me, which I'm sure she's thinking the same of her fans. Y'all should be looking for this nigga to kill him, but y'all laughing at me. Like that ain't cool.
let me tell
So
you,
I get it.
I get it, but this fucking life. If that would have been me, the situation you said, and people talking about me in a family function, guess what? I'm gonna talk about your ass. This is like you a celebrity. How Mary J is my favorite singer. Mary J done been talked about. People talking about, oh, she sing better when she depressed, or oh, when she had the thing with the Burger King commercial and people making fun of her, and oh, her husband cheating on her, she had to divorce him. Megan, you better be glad you got both of your feet, ho. So you better get it to motherfucking together. This is life. People talk about me all the motherfucking time. It's either one way or the other. You either like my ass or you can't stand me. It ain't no in between. People say shit about you all the time. You famous, ho, okay? Ride the motherfucking way. Toughen the fuck up. You talk about people, you out here twerking half naked. Get it together. When people talking good about you, it's all good. When they talking bad about you, you better fucking toughen up. This is fucking life, and you better get your shit together. Okay? Be glad you still got your feet. Because if you need to be mad at anybody, you need to be mad at that nigga that shot you in your feet. I'm writing you a prescription for stop being weak. Toughen up, Megan. You not the motherfucking stallion because you weak.
But no, you're like, I tell you all the time, you are like, you can tell that you were raised by a grandma or a granddad or something. You are not the typical person of your age range. Like you are so no nonsense. Tell it like it is. Like again, she's young. That she's not gonna come from that school.
I was young too.
No, but you were raised by somebody. You weren't raised in the atmosphere of being young. Like even when you speak, like it's quite evident that you were surrounded by older people. This girl is young, and then you got to think about not only is she young. I think her mother went to prison or something. She had like, and as soon as it happened, that's when she got her stardom. So she's coming into this stardom life by herself. Like I'm sure by now she has like a manager and all of that. But as far as family wise, it sounds like she's pretty much on her own. So she's trying to figure this out on her own. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of sympathy and just knowing that she's young, so she's in her feelings, and she's learning as she goes.
If you gonna be mad at anybody, I get what you saying. Be mad at the nigga that shot your motherfucking feet. That's all I'm saying. I
We don't know
understand,
that she's not though.
huh?
We don't know that she's not.
Okay, but that's who you need to be going off about. Why you talking about something I didn't address it, but you on a live going off? That's who you need to be mad about, Megan. Okay, be glad you got your feet. That's what you be glad about.
I think.
I'm just saying. I,
Okay.
that's all I'm gonna write her a prescription. I want you to toughen up. because this is just the tip of the iceberg. You at the beginning of your career, toughen up. I just can't.
Okay.
It's always gonna be something to happen, Dave. And I'm not condoning violence because I don't think nobody should shoot you in the damn foot because your feet can't grow back. They not like a tomato plant where they can grow back, but it's gonna be something. Look at all the other girls that have came before her that went through stuff.
But here's the thing too. So let me speak for myself. I wouldn't have been in the atmosphere of somebody that's but with me with a gun out like that. Once you pull a gun out, I'm already on alert and trying to get the hell out of the atmosphere. Like, show me the exit. But again, she's young, she's hood. You know what I mean? Like she's not gonna have the same outlook on things that we have. So just a little bit of sympathy is all I'm asking for. Like I get it. You know, like stupid is what stupid does, but just a little bit of sympathy. Just a little bit. She's young and she's learning. She's learning as she goes. Hopefully this will be a learning experience for her. And she'll know better next time. When somebody pulls a gun out, get your ass out the car or wherever you was at and get the hell on. And you know, if something does happen and people are talking about you, it's just a part of the game. It comes with the territory. You are now a public figure. It is what it is.
This wasn't his first time doing it to you. Cause you don't go from you get your ass whooped a little bit to I'm pulling out the motherfucking Glock like I'm Nino Brown and just wail on your goddamn feet. He probably was shooting somewhere else. So you better be glad that you hear the tell the goddamn tale. Stop going live mad at people because we talk about everything. That's life.
Well, no, you're right. But now, as far as the whooping her ass, now from what's being said, he's saying that it was accidental, and she actually kind of backed that up. So we don't know that it was like a dispute going on. Like
Two times.
Well, I mean, it's nothing for a gun to go off. I'm just saying, I don't know. But why would you shoot somebody 2 times in the foot too? Right. So like either way,
you probably say, "Ho, you ain't gonna be able to walk again. You ain't gonna be able to speak. You ain't gonna be able to breathe. Ho, let me get your feet, cause this nigga ain't gonna want you when you footless."
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you.
Move on, Megan. I done wrote you a prescription. Who else we got? Okay, let me wrap it up. Ellen DeGeneres. Her show is under investigation for the treatment of her employees. Now, I like Ellen. I don't watch the show no more, but I used to love when she used to come out and dance and she had the DJ and the music. Let me tell y'all something. Ellen, I'm fucking gay all day, every day. Ellen is a fucking dyke on a hike. She has to be strong. She has to come in that motherfucker like she's Ike Turner. She got to pull up her motherfucking Wranglers and get crunk with y'all staff people. So, I mean, if it was a man, would y'all be complaining about the goddamn treatment? Now, I'm not there. I don't fucking know, but I just know Ellen got to come up in that bitch like she boss hog. If you don't like it, ho, I mean, you don't like it.
I don't I don't know if okay, here's the first thing when it comes to Ellen. So we have to wonder when they say she's treating them wrong, is it about money? Is it about they ain't stocking the bathrooms right? Or is it what you saying? Like this shit could be all over the place because we've heard some stupid oh, we lost you. Or am I the one lost in the sauce? Okay. So we've heard some really stupid complaints about celebrities not treating their people right. So we don't really know where it's going. Now, what I do know is Ellen does seem like a ball of fun. We don't know what she's like when those cameras go off. So I'm not going to judge her or them on their statements. But what I will say is, if you don't like it, get another job. Why would you stay there and deal with somebody mistreating you? Because at the end of the day, she ain't got to do shit. This woman lives next door to Oprah. Like her money long. They can cut the show off today. She gonna be all right. When you live next door to Oprah, you got that's residual money. That's old money. Like that ain't no money that's gonna dry up in a couple of months. It ain't like us miss a check and she gonna be broke. No, she got it. So why would you stay your ass in a situation where somebody's mistreating you? Now, One may say, I'm sure you've done that before. I have. But I'm also not on television complaining about it and going to the masses talking about some cancel Ellen and all of that, cancel whoever. Deal with it. Either you're gonna stay and you're gonna put up with it and just live that life, or shut the fuck up. It is what it is.
Ellen, I'm gonna write you a prescription, baby, and I want you to put 2 dildos in the front of your pants. I want you to continue being that hard, studly man, and I want them people that work for you. Now, unless she really mistreating y'all, I want y'all to get it together. Unless
That's
she
who need the prescription.
like
That's
I Turner.
the employees need the prescription. Ellen don't need no prescription. The employees need the prescription. That's who need the prescription.
I'm going to write them a prescription. If you are lying, I am going to send that boy over there. What's his name? Tory Lanez, the lady that shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. I'm going to let him shoot off your pinky toe. If you are lying, if you are telling the truth, then I'm just going to give y'all a double stimulus check if this shit passed. So that's my prescription. Y'all get it together. Play nice over there on the Ellen show.
Well, if you giving her double stimulus checks, I worked on her janitorial staff and make sure I get mine too.
No.
I'm gonna need mine too.
The last one is Usher and Chris Brown with the verses. Everybody's been doing a verse battle. The last one was Snoop Dogg and DMX. They've had Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, Babyface and Teddy Riley. Chris Brown said he doesn't have time to do a battle with Usher.
So the first thing that I caught was he said, I could do this verses with just my my features alone. Well, so Babyface is the one that started this, the verses thing. And he specifically said you cannot use your features. Mm-hmm. So no, that's definitely false. You can't do that. I think that it would have been pretty good because let's be clear, Chris Brown has a huge array of music. But Usher also does. Usher's been in the game for quite some time now. So I think, and then they in the same age range, somewhat. Maybe a little bit difference, not too much. I thought it would have been good. Chris, I don't even think Chris is scared. Chris is cocky. But we found that out when he whooped that girl ass inside of that car in public. Like, so, and then went back to her. And from what I hear, beat her ass again. So, like, he too cocky and he needs to be humble. I think that the world should force him to do it and Usher should fuck him up in the game. Not just to calm him down because he's doing a little bit too much. Now, granted, I think he should have done it because he probably could have won it because although Usher has some great music, a lot of music, Usher ain't really came with no music in a while. And every time you turn your head, Chris Brown got some new music, whether it's just one track or a 34 song album or something. I think he could have done pretty well with it. But, he always seems to put his own foot in his mouth. So it just kind of is what it is. It's Chris Brown. Can I just get a little bit off the subject though and ask, what was he doing with his hair with the perm and the huge curls in the video? What was that about? Like, he looked like one of the pimps from what was the movie?
What movie?
The movie with Terrence Howard was the pimp and he had the hose.
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, he was giving me very Hustle and Flow. What was that about? Like, what is he doing?
I do think, like you said, Chris is cocky, but this is the thing. Usher is from our generation, right?
This is true.
And the level that music was on before it really tanked, Usher was like selling music back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Usher came in the door, just knocking down the door.
Killing it.
Okay? Even before the My Way, when he had the Can You Get With It, the Thick of You.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of times older artists always say younger artists need to pay homage. One thing for sure, like City Girls say, 2 things for certain, and I'm gonna add to it 3 for damn skip. If it had not been no goddamn Usher, Chris Brown, that was singing and dancing like that, because we had that. we had a dancer. Nobody can ever be on that level of Michael Jackson, but Usher is a good artist. He's a good singer. You need to shut the fuck up. That's what you need to do. You around here with your head looking like a goddamn bag of Skittles every time I turn around. If it had not been for Usher, nigga, it would be no you. If it had not been for a dude that's, you know, sort of street and can sing and how they presented him, it wouldn't be no you. And Usher got shit for days.
And
So
let's be clear, the whole sexual vibe. They say Candy said that Usher is known for being like he lives up to what he sings inside of his songs about the whole sexual thing. They say he puts it down on the girls. So yeah, and from what I heard, Chris Brown beating bitches ass and ain't even giving them what they need inside of the bedroom. So yeah, on that aspect too, he fails. But okay, so I just think he's too cocky. I just think he's too cocky because
I got to look at it from who would we want to see in a sex tape. And Chris Brown, we would not want to see your ass out here looking like a chicken tender when we can see Usher out here giving grown man meals. We know Usher got that motherfucking deep stroke because he's always fucked with older women. And an older woman not finna fuck with a nigga that can't put it down. Chris, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
And then while he giving the deep stroke, if he playing .com in the background, that's a nut within itself. He ain't even got a stroke. Just lay there and let the music play. So, but see, you getting off subject. We ain't supposed to be talking about sex. We supposed to be talking about the verses. So,
it looks like he can fuck. That's a verse.
So I think I really believe. So another thing about Usher, although Usher's music was before Chris Brown's time, Usher's music, all that music, if you put that on right now, people gonna vibe to it the exact same way they did when that music first came out. Because baby, you could put .com and all that slow music that he had on right now, and I can literally let those albums play without having to, you know what I mean, skip a song, anything. Like he was murdering that genre of music. So for I hope he wasn't trying to play Usher like, you know what I mean, like you won't stand a chance with me, because that's definitely not the case. But I do want to mention Chris Brown did recently have a concert and brought Usher out, which kind of gave like it's no beef between them. It just was what it was. I was glad to see that, because what I was hoping was they didn't start doing the dumb shit with the we arguing, we beefing because he said this and he said that. Like that's so stupid to me. So I was glad to see him bring him out. They kind of embraced each other with a hug and all of that. It was pretty. You didn't see that?
Usher, to me, I didn't see it. I just feel like he's somebody where people our age can listen to him, older people that listen to Chris Brown can listen to him. Chris Brown has an audience, but he can't grab older people like that. So, I mean, that's just what the fuck it is. I'm gonna have to ride with Usher on this, okay?
Yeah,
He
because Usher can grab the younger and older crowd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Chris, I'm just gonna have to write you a prescription for being a hating asshole. Get off Usher dick, and when you
pick up the pen. Pick up the pen. Put in that prescription to cut that goddamn hair off.
You want the haircut, Chris? I want you to cut your hair, and you are restricted. This prescription is restricted from hair dye. Do not put no bleach. Do not put no Beijing in your motherfucking head. That's why you so fucking crazy now. Dye your motherfucking head. Do like me. It's a conditioner in here, and I'm letting this marinate with my black hair. Stay black.
I was gonna say he could have done a fade, but he done perm that hair. That hair ain't finna nap up no more. So just go ahead and cut it off and start over. Like, cause that perm, and then he have the nerve to tie the not the do-rag, but the bandana around the head and had on the button down shirt. He really looked like he was from the pimp days. I don't know. Because you saw the video with him and what's the like Drake.
Oh, I don't listen to no.
Well, they got a video together and like, yeah, he looked like a pimp from Hustle and Flow.
That I like his old younger Chris Brown stuff. This shit he doing now with all that auto tune, all that bullshit. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, I will say when he was younger, I loved his music. And I'm not gonna say I don't like his music now, but back in the day, like when he first came out, I was a bit more of a fan. I wasn't as much of a fan as I was Usher, if I'm being honest, because I still Usher got a CD from back. I don't. It had to been like the '90s or something that I played daily. So yeah, he'll. I don't. For me, he'll never reach Usher status. It just is what it is.
Well, that's it. We've talked the talk. Now it's time to walk the walk. Thanks to Dave for coming on with me to help me do this life coaching and write these prescriptions. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. And Dave will be back again. I like your background,
Absolutely.
Dallas background. It looks like DFW.
Chicago. This is the Chicago skyline. For those that don't know, I come from Chicago. Lived there all my life until I came here to Dallas. I've been in Dallas 7 years, but I will always rep Chicago. That's home. That's where my family still is. And who knows, I may be back there too.
I'm going to write you a prescription to Harold
Oh, best.
in the shot. So that's it.
Till next time.
Bye, y'all.